Once upon a time, in a land painted with the most vibrant colors imaginable, lived a young unicorn named Luna. Her world was a kaleidoscope of shimmering rivers, emerald forests, and skies that blushed with shades of pink and orange at sunset. But one morning, something was terribly wrong. Luna woke to find that the brilliant rainbow arching over her home had started to fade. Its bold reds were turning pale, its sunny yellows were dimming, and its deep blues were washing out into a dull, listless gray. A strange sadness seemed to settle over the land as its colors began to vanish. Luna felt a pang in her heart. The rainbow wasn't just beautiful, it was the source of all the magic and joy in their world. As she trotted anxiously through the wilting meadows, she noticed the flowers were losing their pigment, and the cheerful chirps of the birds sounded more like mournful sighs. The land was slowly being drained of its life. Just as despair began to creep in, a tiny, shimmering light zipped past her nose. It was Sprinkles, a fairy with wings like stained glass and a trail of glittering pixie dust. Sprinkles landed gently on a nearby mushroom, her little face etched with worry. "Luna, did you see? The magic rainbow is disappearing," she chirped, her voice like tiny bells. "If we don't do something, our world will turn completely gray forever." Luna nodded, her silver horn glowing faintly. "I know, Sprinkles. But what can we do?" Sprinkles fluttered her wings with determination. "Legend says the colors of the rainbow are not just light, but the very essence of our world's virtues. They've been scattered, and we must find them." And so, with a shared look of resolve, Luna the unicorn and Sprinkles the fairy set off on a grand quest to restore the magic rainbow and bring color back to their home. Their first destination was the legendary Misty Mountains, a place where clouds hugged the peaks and ancient secrets whispered on the wind. The path was steep and winding, and a thick fog swirled around them, making it hard to see. Just as they were about to lose their way, they heard a soft, wise voice call out from the branches of an old, gnarled tree. "Who?" It seems to brave travelers have lost their path. They looked up to see a large, magnificent owl with feathers the color of twilight and eyes that twinkled with ancient knowledge. This was Saji, the guardian of the mountains. Sage explained that the rainbow's colors were not just pretty hues, they were powerful magical essences. He told them that red was the color of bravery, orange was the color of joy, yellow was the color of friendship, green was the color of kindness, blue was the color of wisdom, and violet was the color of courage. A shadowy force, envious of their world's happiness, had cast a spell to scatter these virtues, causing the rainbow to fade. To reclaim them, Luna and Sprinkles would have to prove they possessed these qualities themselves. Their first test was to find the color of kindness. Sage directed them toward a part of the forest where a family of squirrels was in a panic. A strong gust of wind had blown all their winter nuts into a thorny bush, and they couldn't reach them without getting pricked. Without a second thought, Luna gently used her horn to part the thorny branches, while Sprinkles used her tiny size to dart in and retrieve every last nut. The grateful squirrels chattered their thanks, and as they did, a glowing green orb emerged from the bush and floated into a crystal vial Sprinkles was carrying. They had collected their first color. Next, they journeyed to the Whispering Falls to find the color of friendship. There, they found two grumpy gnomes who were arguing over a bridge they had built together. Each claimed the other hadn't done their fair share of the work. Luna and Sprinkles listened patiently to both sides. Luna suggested that instead of arguing, they should remember the fun they had building it together, and Sprinkles reminded them that true friends celebrate what they create together, rather than fighting over it. The gnomes looked at each other, and their scowls slowly turned into smiles. They apologized and shook hands. In that moment, a brilliant yellow light shone from the bridge and flowed into their vial. The color of friendship was theirs. Their quest for the color of bravery took them to a dark and spooky cave. A little bunny was trembling at the entrance, too scared to go in and rescue his favorite toy carrot that had rolled inside. Luna, despite her own fear of the dark, took a deep breath and told the bunny, "Bravery isn't about not being scared. It's about being scared and doing the right thing anyway." She lit the way with her glowing horn, and together, she and Sprinkles ventured into the darkness. They found the toy carrot and returned it to the overjoyed bunny. As they stepped out of the cave, A radiant red orb of light appeared, thanking them for their courage, and zipped straight into their vial. For the color of joy, they found a field of glumblooms, flowers that only bloomed when they heard laughter. Sprinkles told her funniest fairy jokes, and Luna performed a silly dance, prancing and leaping through the field. Soon, the entire meadow was filled with the sound of their giggles and the chimes of Sprinkles' laughter. One by one, the glumblooms opened up, releasing a warm, cheerful orange light that danced around them before settling into their growing collection. They were getting closer. The path to the color of wisdom was a riddle posed by Sage the Owl himself. I have cities, but no house. I have mountains, but no trees. I have water, but no fish. What am I? Luna and Sprinkles thought hard. They thought about their journey, the places they'd been, and the things they'd seen. A map, Luna exclaimed. Sage hooted in approval. Indeed, wisdom is not just knowing things, but knowing how to find your way. A deep blue light swirled from Sage's feathers and gracefully entered their vial. They had the color of wisdom. Finally, they needed the color of courage. This led them to the very edge of the chasm of doubt, a wide canyon that seemed impossible to cross. On the other side was the summit of the tallest mountain, where the rainbow was born. There was no bridge, only a gusting wind that whispered words of fear and uncertainty. Sprinkles began to doubt. Maybe this is too much for us, Luna. But Luna stood firm. We've come this far by helping others and believing in ourselves. We have to be courageous for our whole world. She took a running leap, a leap of pure faith, and as she soared through the air, a shimmering violet path of light appeared beneath her hooves, solidifying into a bridge. They had faced their biggest fear and created their own paths. The final color, a beautiful violet glow, joined the others in the vial, with all 6 colors swirling together in a mesmerizing vortex inside the crystal vial. Luna and Sprinkles finally stood at the summit of the mountain. Before them was a large, crystalline stone, the heart of the rainbow, now dull and gray. Luna knew what she had to do. Sprinkles carefully uncorked the vial, and a brilliant liquid light poured out. Luna lowered her head, and as the tip of her horn touched the stream of colors, a powerful surge of magic erupted from within her. A magnificent beam of pure, concentrated light shot from her horn, hitting the heartstone and exploding into the sky. A brand new rainbow, more vibrant and beautiful than ever before, arched across the entire land. Its colors washed over the gray landscape, instantly restoring the emerald forests, the sparkling rivers, and the blushing skies. The flowers burst back into color, and the birds sang their most joyful songs. From the highest peak to the lowest valley, color and happiness returned. As Luna and Sprinkles looked down at their beautiful, restored home, Luna shared a final, important lesson she had learned. The magic wasn't just in the colors or the rainbow itself. The real magic was in the kindness they showed the squirrels, the friendship they reminded the gnomes of, the bravery they found in the dark cave, and the courage they used to face their doubts. The real magic, she realized, comes from our hearts. It's the good we do for others that truly makes our world a bright and wonderful place. And as long as they remembered that, their world would never be gray again. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to spread a little bit of your own magic today.